Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I entered a painting competition. I was so excited. I had this amazing vision in my mind, and I spent days working on it. But when I looked at the finished piece, something felt off. It wasn't what I had imagined, and I could see the judges felt the same way. I didn't win. Actually, I didn't even come close. In that moment, I felt like a failure. I thought maybe I'm just not good enough. But what happened next completely changed my perspective on failure. And that's what I want to share with you today. That failure wasn't my enemy, it was my guide. And I want to share how you can make failure work for you. Imagine this. You are on a basketball court. You have got the ball, you aim for the hoop, and you miss. Most of us would call that a failure, right? But think about it. What's really happening? That missed shot is feedback. It's telling you, adjust your angle, improve your stance, and try again. That's exactly what failure does. It gives us clues, helping us refine our methods and get better with each attempt. I remember a friend from my school who failed her math exam. She felt terrible, thought she wasn't smart enough, but then she realized it wasn't about intelligence. Her study methods just weren't working. So she tried something different, broke topics into smaller sections, practiced regularly, and stopped cramming. The result? Of course, she did better. The lesson was if the approach isn't working, change it. Think about an artist. They start with an idea, put it on the canvas, and halfway through, they realize it's not really working. So they scrap it and start over. Is that a failure? Or is it just the part of the creative process? It's all about how you choose to see it. So, how do you make failure work for you? First, change how you see it. Perspective is everything. Instead of saying, I failed, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Every mistake is a lesson if you let it be. Second, don't make failure personal. Like everyone does it. We make most of the things personal and we should not. Just because something didn't work out doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means your method needs adjusting. And finally, take action. Don't sit there dwelling on what went wrong. Focus on what you can do next. Failure is in the end, it's the beginning of your comeback. That painting competition, I didn't give up. I practiced, studied techniques, and entered again the next year. This time, I did pretty well. Not because I got lucky, but because I listened to what my failure was teaching me. So, the next time something doesn't go your way, don't let it stop you by labeling yourself that I am a failure. No, your method failed, okay? Let's change the wording. Let it guide you. Failure isn't a wall, it's a stepping stone. Use it, grow from it, and keep moving forward because every great story has moments of failure. It's what makes the success at the end even sweeter.